of the guidelines that I lay out in every case as Congress has required and as the Supreme Court permits in light of my experience, not only as a district judge, but also on the Sentencing Commission, which did a report about the operation of the guidelines. Second, you've read extensively from the government's argument in this case. You've not provided information from the probation office or the defense. And when
I don't have the probation office report.
No, excuse me, Senator. The probation office provides a recommendation. There has been information gathered about what a recommendation was given in each one of these cases. I don't have that information here, but what I'm saying is that in every case, the judge is not just hearing from the government.
Should rap be banned for a couple of years?
It's called for a sentence of 97 to 121 months or 8 to 10 years. The prosecutors asked for 24 months. You sentenced him to 3 months. We've heard a lot about this case and your 3-month sentence of Wesley Hawkins, but you got another crack at him in 2019, Judge. In 2019, you sent Wesley Hawkins back under conditions of confinement with the Bureau of Prisons for 6 months with additional restrictions on his computer usage. That's twice the amount of time in custody that you sentenced him to in 2013. What did Wesley Hawkins do in 2019, Judge?
Oh, I don't remember, Senator. I have a lot of defendants who I've sentenced who are on supervision, who violate conditions of supervision. If in our system, someone like Mr. Hawkins, especially given the egregious crime that he committed, was likely on a very long period of supervision, and during that time he is due. I've sent impose is something that's done on a standard form, which is what that is.
I understand you've done a lot, Judge, but none of them have been the centerpiece of your hearing for the last 2 days. Do you really expect this committee to believe that you don't remember what happened in this Hawkins case when it came back before you?
Yes, Senator, I do expect you to believe that's my testimony.
Well, I don't find it credible, Judge. It's been in the news for days. Senator Durbin has cited it being in the news for days. You've been asked about it probably more than any other case you've ever had. And I just don't find it credible that you weren't prepared for that matter in 2019. You know what I think? I think he got caught with child pornography again, and he wouldn't have if he had been in prison for the 8 to 10 years the guidelines called for in 2013 when you first sentenced him. Let's turn, though, to your work for detainees at Guantanamo Bay.
The government of engaging in terrorist activities and therefore classified by the executive branch as enemy combatants.
Okay, do you think America would be safer or less safe if we released all the detainees at Guantanamo Bay?
Senator, I'm trying to figure out how to answer that question. 9/11 was a terrible attack on our country and the enemy combatants, and sent them to Guantanamo Bay. The Supreme Court also, who was so detained, could seek review of their detention, and as a federal public defender, my role and responsibility was to make arguments in defense of the Constitution and in service to the court that was trying to assess, based on the authority given to it by the Supreme Court, whether